Hello, I'm going to read a book to you today about 9/11. We're getting ready, coming upon the 20th anniversary from September 11th, 2001. So I'm going to read a book, a true story for your kids to listen to with you. The story is called This Very Tree by Rubin, written and illustrated by Rubin. So this story will tell the perspective of September 11th, 2001 from this tree's perspective. And again, this is a true story. Story of 9/11, resilience and regrowth. This very tree. In New York City, there once stood two towers. For a time, they were the tallest buildings in the world. Below the towers was a busy plaza. That's where I was planted. You can see some trees there. Most people who came to my plaza had a job in the city. I had a job too. My leaves gave people shade. My branches gave birds a place to rest. And each year, I was one of the first trees to blossom. My flowers let everyone know that spring was coming. Some trees, like a quiet park or a forest, but I was a city tree. I like the sound of wind rushing between tall buildings. I like the smell of rain on concrete in the summer. I liked being in my plaza, watching everyone coming and going. I was in my plaza the day it happened. It was an ordinary morning. Until it wasn't. I waited there alone. Around me, it was dark and hot and close. Did the sun even exist anymore? It was weeks before they found me. When I came back into the light, I knew that everything had changed. The new noises and smells of the city scared me. They reminded me of what had happened. Some people put me on a truck and drove me to a nursery in a faraway park. I was grateful to be somewhere quiet. I had changed too. All winter, the people at the nursery took care of me. No one knew if my branches would come back. They did. It was peaceful in the park. I was surrounded by other trees. Birds still visited me. That first spring, a dove made a nest in my branches. Years passed. I regrew. I wondered if my city was regrowing too. sometimes when a shadow passed overhead, I thought about what had happened. But being surrounded by the other trees made me feel stronger. Some days, I even felt strong enough to do my old job again. That's when I knew I was ready. See the man with the shovel? It was time to go home. A machine came to pull me from the ground. The noise scared me. Leaving scared me even more. We drove downtown through the city. Now I was worried to go back. What if something bad happened again? I already missed the other trees. You can see here's the truck transporting the tree. The tree. Then I saw it. One shining spire and many more towers surrounding a new plaza. And in the plaza, they had planted a forest. It was filled with trees. Between the trees, they saved 3 empty spaces. 2 spaces remained where the towers once stood. They would stay empty forever because nothing could fill them. The 3rd space was for me. It wasn't comfortable at first. It had been so long since I'd heard the wind between the buildings or smelled wet concrete. But I was still surrounded by other trees, and that made me feel stronger. I had a new job now, too. Anyone who felt a shadow overhead could stand under my leaves and find peace. Anyone who was hurt could see how my branches had healed and found hope. In my plaza, filled with so many trees, I am still the first to blossom. You see he has a white rose there, and you can learn what people do every day with white roses at Ground Zero. And everyone who sees my flowers knows that spring will come. Spring will come. So that is the end of this fairy tree. The true story of the tree that survived all that happened on September 11th, 2001. And this tree was discovered, and then it was nurtured, was rehabilitated, and it was returned with a new purpose to remind everyone who comes that we are resilient people, that we can regrow, that we can keep hope. So what you can do to commemorate September 11th is download this on our website, on our Facebook page. This is from the 9/11 Memorial Museum. You can create your own leaf to represent hope and resilience and how you have healed from any hurt or harm, how you have overcome obstacles, and how we can be a resilient and healed country, again full of hope, and be united. So you can decorate this leaf, then you can attach it to a tree in your front yard or in your backyard, or maybe you want to attach it somewhere in your neighborhood so that people walking by will notice it. Can leave some extra leaves available, and other people can also decorate a leaf to show how we are resilient and we don't forget September 11th, 2001, and we move forward regrowing, and healing and coming together. So I encourage you to do this with your family, and please take a picture and share with us, share with our community where you've placed your leaf, and show us how you decorated it. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed learning another perspective on September 11th, Patriots Day.